King, give that shit again. Give that shit again. Give that shit
Hey, I don't got a shoot, I got shooters. I know I'm cooler than the cooler. I know this way you keep your alcohol. I know that I'm out the bar. All of my niggas is savages. Mean up the bone like some scavengers. I know that them fly, I got passengers. I love Jesus Christ and Bible passages. My girl so fly, she have a Merlin. She love the majestic like Merlin. And the boss like the lake of Irvin. She should have kept it in just detergent.
Let the cat out the bag.
Let the dick out the sack.
Let it breathe. Get some air.
Baby, please, I'm already there. Jacket and creamery everywhere. My purpose in me is a love affair. Smelling the trees is a buzzing here. Can't be down with the team if you aren't prepared. Hey, this is my style. I do with the get some attention. Hey, the car going wild, so I guess I'ma keep on spitting. Nigga, I borrowed your style, but you won't get no honorable mention. I'm rocking it better than you. I'm making retire no pension. I just get the bread at the food. Apply sandwich bread and make it smooth. My movement gon' move, that's the move. The only option not to lose. Hey, never been scared, you ain't prepared. I ain't sorry. Reason really walk the ass up in here. I ain't sorry. Mad cause you think I ran out with your beer. I ain't sorry. You tripping cause you think I stole your career. I ain't sorry. Hey, you ain't feeling me, no apologies. I ain't sorry. Hey, sorry not sorry. Hey, I ain't sorry. I don't even feel that bad, my nigga. I ain't sorry. Give no fucks about your ass, my nigga. I ain't sorry. You got options, nigga, choose. Keep it poppin' like a tool. Or your bitch pussy hole in my crew. Colder than the ice under the luge. Whipping the wheel and I come for the deals. Collect the cartel in the building still. Y'all popping the pills. Ask your girl how it feel with my cock in the grill when I drill for real. Job on numbers, on the feeling still. Cause she wanna stack high for selling real. Killing, she prepared to kill her.
Man, I can't even lie. Let me make sure my mic's on. Yeah, I can't even lie. Rajim just started saying some old wild shit right there. And I'm not, I don't know what he says. And I'm too embarrassed to ask him one day, like, bro, what exactly are you saying at that point? Okay, my bad, peep game. This is Coffee and Bong Hits with Jessie. Check it out. Coffee, Bong Hits. I'm Jessie. We are here today. Wow, what's making that cool look right there? We are here today. Obviously, we're in Chicago with my dear friend Sue hanging out behind me. You see her? What's up, sister? That's Sue, the world's largest or the world's most intact T-Rex ever discovered. 65 million years old. Crazy. All right. So like I said, this is Coffee and Bong Hits with Jessie. I am Jessie Sponberg, actually. Of all the Jessies I could be, I'm Jessie Sponberg. I'm the last sane human on this planet, BTW. just to make sure we starting this with no misunderstandings. Y'all are crazy, man. This whole world's crazy. Your president's a crackhead. Half your friends support a crackhead president, and half of y'all just act like it's okay while you watch television, while people die in the streets, sleeping on giant piles of garbage. This world's nuts. That's why I'm moving to Florida, man. After swimming season's over here in Oregon. Okay, let me not start complaining already. Look, I just want to remind you guys about one of our favorite partners that we have, one of our most loyal partners, standupandfightback.bigcartel.com. Standupandfightback.bigcartel.com. You go there, get some edgy merch, some real good stuff for 2021. It's a new world. You need new merch. You can't still be walking around with that, not my president. Now you need some F. Joe Biden stuff, right? Because F. Joe Biden, Everybody's like, oh, you love Joe Biden? Fool loves Joe Biden. Ain't nobody loving Joe Biden nowhere. Where did you think? Oh, you like Kamala Harris? I don't like Kamala Harris, man. Why did you think? I think every one of these fools needs some giant bunk beds, right? Like if I say Trump should go to jail and somebody says, what about Hillary? I'm like, bro, co-ed prison. I don't care. Get their whole family like a 12-stack bunk bed in a giant tall ass jail. Okay, anyways, let me also remind you guys about some of our other partners that we heavy mess with. And one of those is the Movement. Look alive. Hey, yo, it's Jessie Sponberg. I'm rocking with the Movement. You can too. Every Sunday night, 10 p.m. only on KBOO, KBOO 90.7. Man, let me also remind you that the 5 Radio XL got the app, what? And the FM show syndicated all around the country. Mess with Big Chris, yo.
New music coming up. And went right back. Now this is G-Eazy. It's your boy, Yo Got the King. These brand new don't step on my business. I'ma hit that if she let me. They don't like how I talk that. Going.
Okay, that's what we're gonna run on that. And don't forget about the fact you need to get your business off of Facebook and get your own real estate in cyberspace. Here, I could explain it better in black and white. Renting space in cyberspace, renting an apartment from Zuckerberg is no safer than renting an apartment in Portland, Oregon. Your rents keep going up, your accommodations keep going down, the neighborhood keeps getting worse. Well, all of you should be doing is going and getting yourself a nice little condominium that you own or a little piece of land in cyberspace so that your product can really exist on its own. And then you can still leave your real estate and go dabble with the commoners, right, in social media, but you can always come back and they can never take it away. So for that, check out my man Alex at Total Market Exposure. Yes, y'all. And it very rarely comes close to stopping. Okay, one more piece of news. I want to let you know that the Northeast location of Flight Lounge is going to be switching to a new day rotation. So they'll be open Thursday and Friday, Saturday and Sunday now. So Chef Marcus Branch could provide you easily by far the best breakfast in Portland. And also want to let you know that our partners at the Meal Exchange program are looking to pair up with people that want to sponsor bingo games. I think, Jesse, what do you mean bingo games? Don't make me yell. You know what I mean, bingo games. What do you mean? What do I mean, bingo games? We all know what I mean when I say bingo games. Bingo, like old people play, but young people like it too. I have fun. I played the other night. I suck. I'm probably the world's. I mean, based on just skill set and having the fundamentals down, I'm probably the world's worst bingo player. Now I'm flashy, right? I can cross over my numbers, and they're like, "Whoa, that number doesn't go under G. That's a I." But fundamentals, like as far as taking home prizes, I don't have no rings. I'm the Dan Marino of bingo. I'm Dan Maringo. I'm Dan No Ringo Maringo playing bingo. I'd have to bunt to get a single. Anyways, so right now is when I'm supposed to give you the car speech. So for those who don't know, especially in the new year, I'm going to just give you the quick reminder. Your brain, your physical brain that pumps blood and water and I don't know, white blood cells and hemoglobin. I don't know what's going on. I'm not a scientist. But what I am is somebody that understands that your brain is just a piece of machinery, a mechanism, a robot, a thing that responds to stimuli. You plug in information, you get out information. But your mind is infinite. Your mind isn't locked to a particular location in time or space. Your mind isn't held down to a specific geographic coordinate or rotation of the earth, right? Your mind is infinite. Your mind can jump back and forth. Your mind can go right now to the second grade. Remember the second grade when you had popcorn parties on those brown paper napkins? Those brown paper napkins, and they were so dry. It was like a battle to see who was drier, that unsalted popcorn or those brown, high fibrous napkins. And then you had to take your fluoride pill if you wanted that popcorn. Bro, that's how they got you right there. Okay. Imagine your mind right now is in the passenger seat of your brain. Get up out of the passenger seat, walk around the back, climb into the driver's seat of your head, hop in, grab that shit. I know I'm not supposed to do it, but lock the door, turn on the AC, and just be like, copyright violations be damned. Boom, that's all you get. That's all you need. Now you're in the driver's seat of your own life, because when you wake up in the same old rhythms and the same old patterns, look at the same phone, use the same bathroom every day, roll over on the same side of the bed, take the same route to work, watch the same TV show, listen to the same talk show every morning, you're just putting yourself purposely, accidentally, but purposely, knowingly, now that I told you right now, you're knowingly putting yourself in a position just to climb in the matrix, man. Like a little kid climbing in the dryer. Or even more apropos, a little kid climbing in a refrigerator with the door still on it. Man, remember in the 80s, every dumb kid in the world just started climbing in refrigerators. I remember in the 80s, I was still pretty young, but I thought to myself, who is throwing away all these refrigerators? Certainly we could build some kind of giant mecha Godzilla or a Voltron. We'll just use these cement chunks. And I didn't know how to build robots back then. I thought you could maybe build like a cement robot. I just like to use whatever resources I have around. Okay, look, today we're going to go into this. Georgia. Georgia can save this country in ways that are so crazy to me to think. First of all, if Georgia wins, if the Democrats win both of these seats in Georgia, Mitch McConnell won't be able to do as much damage to this country as he currently does. There will be a tie, and the tiebreaker will be cast by the vice president, who will be Miss Harris. And so, here's the question. What do we call Kamala Harris? Right? Like, do we call her Miss Harris? Do we call her Kamala? Do we call her VP? Because Joe Biden's is Joe Biden. Hi, I'm Joe Biden. And I am just days away from sniffing Barack Obama's room at the White House. Hi, I'm Joe Biden. And for 8 years, I walked by Barack Obama's bedroom every day and I try to sniff it. And he'd walk out and he'd catch me and he'd say, Joe, what are you doing sniffing my room? And I said, listen, Jack, your room smells good. And one of these days it's going to be my room. And now, in just a handful of days, if we could ever get the president out, I will get to sniff Barack Obama's bedroom. Good luck, though. I ain't freaking going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. We'll take this whole thing with me. All right, America, we're doomed because our president is the dumbest person in the world. I listened to his speech last night. First of all, I told you before on this show that the president is about to turn into Cobra Commander. And I noticed it today, or last night, because he was moving as like a barrel by doing like a trunk twist. You can't see me on the radio if you're listening right now. I'm sorry, I didn't even say hello to you. If you're listening right now in the podcast version, I still have to remember that not everybody can watch this show live. Right? It's really a lot to ask. It's a lot to ask of somebody like, yo, don't go learn anything else in the world right now. Just go worry about my show. Go stop scrolling, stop investigating, stop watching National Geographic, stop whatever you're doing, and go watch Coffee and Bong Hits. How insane is that? But I don't give a crap, because here's the cool thing. I got the best show on the internet. I don't give a shit. I have the best show on the internet. You don't have to like it either. You go listen to what are the other 130 people that are ahead of me. That's right, you suckers. My show right now, after a successful weekend launch, is ranked 131 in Google Podcasts for self-help and education podcast. Because that's what I listed us as an education and self-help show. Because really, I'm trying to help you suckers, right? No way, James Davis, my dude, Las Vegas. James Davis, the king of Las Vegas. Man, does your truck still glow? Okay, look, I need to do this. I'm going to be behind schedule because Josh Larsen is coming up any second. So I didn't even tell you guys, sorry for the long intro. So today, I'm joined not only because it's Tuesday. So that means Josh Larsen is coming. Josh Larsen is coming. Boom, boom, boom. Hey, I saw a meme yesterday that said, one time I was so high on acid that I thought I could see a fart. But it turns out my friend was just shitting on the ground. And I made it till 19 minutes before I said the F word. And I don't know if you noticed or not, but since I told you guys 2 weeks ago I was going to stop saying the word literally, I've said it twice. So, well, I think that might count as a third time. So anyways, I know you're like, Jesse, these delays make you like a kaleidoscope. Well, wait till I start doing this. Then it's going to seem like a DMT trip. Watch this. Like, what is going on? Can we just slow this show down for just a second? Can we just get a nice little side view of that beautiful T-Rex? Here, yeah, go to that camera. Look how gorgeous she is. Let me get out of the way, man. Ah. That dinosaur used to get in a lot of, oh shit, Josh. That dinosaur used to get in a lot of fights in school for being named Sue. That's how it got so tough. People were like, yo, man, how did the T-Rex get so tough? And then Johnny Cash is like, well, let me tell you a story. And then the dinosaur is like, oh, I don't want to hear about all the different towns you went to for Motel 6, Johnny Cash. Johnny Cash kind of ruined his legacy, in my opinion, by singing that song for Motel 6 or whatever. Right? I was just like, sorry, Johnny Cash. Now that will always be a legacy. Josh, I'm trying to shoot that to you right now. Okay, so look, it is 10:20. And what does it say, man? I'm supposed to be on my list. It says I'm supposed to be on YouTube right now. Boom. Okay, look, so oh man, that's funny. Josh Larsen messaged me at 9:59 to tell me not to forget to shoot him the link. Okay, so now will be a good time to remind you guys that you should be watching this show right now on urbansurvivorman.com. Go to urbansurvivorman.com right now if you can. Like, go to the actual website, urbansurvivorman.com, and tell me if this show comes up, because it should. Lord knows I stayed awake until almost 3 o'clock in the morning trying to make sure that shit worked. Hey, so let me, man, I'm a little bit behind schedule, but only a tiny bit. I'd like to thank everybody real quick that's listening to us on either the TuneIn app, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, CastBox, Pocket Cast, Overcast. I don't even know a lot of these, man. I just pay for a service. I just pay for a service that cranks it out. So let me tell you guys real quick about my friend. And my friend is an anteater. And so, hey, kids, do you need an environmentally friendly pest remediation solution this winter that the whole family can cuddle on the couch with? Well, get an anteater. Anteaters will eat all kinds of invasive pests in your house, including ladybugs, cricket, beetles, grasshoppers, stick bugs, praying mantises, daddy long legs, roly-polies, one-winged wasps, and centipedes. And I know you're thinking, but Jesse, what if it's a giant centipede? No problem, bro. Get a giant freaking anteater. Seems so simple to me. Can it be? It was all so simple then. Where you at, Josh? I gotta take my hit real quick.
Take that hit, man.
Can you just sit there and look handsome while I take my hit? Man, let me pull a couple of these off. This is where I'm from. This is called excessive. I don't need that guy. Let's get rid of. Damn, I'm like, where do I look?
I was tripping out, man, when I first came on, wondering with your background. I was like, no way. Is he doing that from a museum? And I forget about the technology of green screen. I think the green kind of helps me forget about the green screen, but, you know, I've been up for a while. Oh, shoot. Oh, I can't hear you, man.
Okay. Okay. Let's so that just lets me know one thing, that I got to keep this angle. Okay. So are you telling me that lady that's behind me, that is obviously paralyzed with fear because she's about to get eaten by a damn T-Rex? Look, hold on. Where is she? Hold on.
Yep. The lady back there, I thought she was just watching.
She's real. That's a real lady. That is a real lady. Yo, what is up, Josh Larsen?
Not much, man. Just getting the day going. I don't know. Don't really have plans today. Got the day off of work.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Wonderful.
We'll say, you know, if you hit that.
You talk, and I will do it.
Well, I was noticing a little bit of some confrontation. So if you do have, you know, the day free and you want some training in some, you know, a little boxing or something, I'm your dude.
Yeah.
No, I'm no competitive style, but my dad taught me when I was young. I can hold my own. I've taken a lumping or two.
You know, I'm glad you brought that up. Let me just catch up our listeners, man. For those that don't know, in Sandy, Oregon, there is this dojo, I guess you could call it, for lack of a better phrase. I'm not going to disrespect anybody's school, really. Like, I'm gonna try not to. Just because I respect somebody's school like I respect other people's church, right? I might not believe in your religion, but I ain't gonna wild out in your church. People learned when I was running for mayor that was the secret weapon to keep me from wilding out too. Just put it in a church and Jesse will be respectful. I was like, oh, curse you. I was like having Superman fight with a bunch of kryptonite around. Anyways, so I respect schools, but so this school is like violating the governor's mandates purposely. And so I got on the internet and like, I don't give a crap about the governor. I don't give a crap about the coronavirus. I don't give a crap who stays open and who doesn't. I don't give a crap about anything, really. Honestly, I'm just waiting for the aliens to come and get me, man. I'm just trying to focus on my own shit, right? So going on the internet and worrying about somebody else's business is really not up my alley. But I just happen to be like, yo, dude, you're kind of whack. And then he was like, oh, you're one of those guys that talks big behind the keyboard. And it's like, I'm exactly the opposite of that. Like, I try not to talk big behind the keyboard at all. And I try to be very humble behind the keyboard because I know with great power comes great responsibility. So I try not to just abuse it by being mean to people. And he just kept like inviting me down to his place. Like, why don't you come down? And then here's the thing. I could beat that dude up. Like, I'm Jessie Sponberg. I could go beat that dude up. How did I become Jessie Sponberg? By beating dudes up. Like, that's how I got from point A to wherever I am right now, right? From fighting in the 2nd grade, to fighting in the 3rd grade, to fighting in the 5th grade, to fighting in the 7th grade, to fighting when I was running for mayor, fighting 6 dudes outside the Jolly Roger, just thinking, man, if I get a black eye tonight, I have to do an interview on KATU in the morning. And I'm fighting 6 dudes outside Jolly Roger at 2 in the morning, just trying to Jackie Chan so that I don't get punched in the eye, because I don't want to have to wear makeup like that. So I fight, right? But here's the question about that dude. You know what? I got to tell you guys in a second. Sorry to run that like a teaser. At the bottom of the hour, Red Panda takes 4 bowls to the head, and it is 10:29. This is Coffee and Bong Hits. I'm Jessie Sponberg. That's Josh Larsen. Hopefully, you're watching this on urbansurvivorman.com. If not, you can catch the replay on YouTube, and you can catch us in a healthy take-home snack-sized version of the home game at shit, I don't know, iTunes, iHeartRadio, everywhere you can get a damn podcast. And Josh, your podcast is going to be up for the whole world to see soon too. Yep. What's the name of that again?
Dying on the Inside.
I just
have a new episode up next week.
No way. Can you tell us who? Hold on, tell us in a minute. Tell us in a minute, because we got to stay on time. Hold on. This is Coffee and Bong Hits with Jessie. Thanks for listening. Hey, leave us a review if you're listening to this podcast. Okay, we'll be right back. This is Red Panda riding a unicycle, taking 4 bowls to the head. Hold on. So I thought yesterday. Welcome back. So for those who are listening to this episode of Coffee and Bong Hits with Jessie and Josh Larsen, who you can find at Shut Up Stupid 13, and who has a new podcast called Dying on the Inside. Sometimes we talk about, did she learn how to flip the bowls or did she learn how to ride a unicycle, right? As if those were the only 2 steps that she had to overcome. So I was thinking about this the other day by myself, because when I'm by myself, I got nothing else to think about. Riding a unicycle and balancing bowls on your foot is a whole life right there. That's a whole everything.
That's a good point. We went straight to the flipping, let alone the setup. There's
Right?
that lady is amazing. She's something else.
So it went in. So now I feel like I've answered the question of what was she doing first, right? So she must have been balancing bowls on her feet. And then when she was like, I can balance 4 bowls on my feet, then they were like, can you flip them on your head? What? Then they were like, can you flip them on your head on a unicycle? Or there's still some people, I'm sure, that subscribe to the school of thought that she was riding a unicycle and somebody was like, yo, G, that unicycle stuff is cool, but can you balance 4 bowls on your unicycle on your foot at the same time? You see where I'm going with this, right?
She's got to be able to balance them on her head as well after the flip. There's a lot to this lady.
Because until she learned to balance them on her head, she was just flinging them up in the air and just letting them land. Like Tomcat on Tom and Jerry. She was just letting the plates just fall and mash her on the head. Holy smokes. Okay, what time is it? What am I supposed to be doing? Yeah, right. She had to have worn a helmet for a while, but that doesn't help her balance it. Okay, we are back. So, like I maybe mentioned earlier, our guest, Swiggle Mandela, he's got so much going on. I couldn't believe that maybe we were even going to be able to squeeze him in, because he just had a baby and he just had but guess what? It's 35 after the hour, so I got to play music video anyways, right? So we're going to do this cool, we're going to do this cool thing, and we're going to mix up my man Figure 8. You can see Figure 8 on this show on Fridays when we play The Pricer is Writer. But you can also see him in this video right here with Swiggle. And it's the Coffee and Bong Hits premiere of it. Boom. This is Swiggle and my man Figure 8. Let's get out the way though.
Friends and they by my side. I gotta make sure that they set for life, and I wanna do it all except for life. You take me aboard your rocket ship. I'll show you. If I die before I wake, hope the game will still get paid. I'm sorry for the drugs I take. I'm trying to wash away the pain. If I die before I wake, if I die before I wake, I'm sorry for the wait. I'm sorry for the wait. Selling pills just to pay the bills. Heard you got robbed, hope you don't get killed. Came a long way from dreaming about that record deal. If it's sink or swim, we see lions and leopard seals. I got a bunch of knowledge I'ma give people. Just hope one day we can live legal. I live in fear for my fucking brothers. Pray they don't get investigated by the undercover. But I can't lie, I'ma hit a lick and then wash the money so it look legit. But what your sister gon' think if you go missing? I hope it's a coke habit, not a coke addiction. I know an old rapper who can make you cringe. He used to spit crack, but now he's on a crack binge.
I know an old rapper who can make you cringe. He used to spit crack, but he's currently on a crack binge. Swiggle.
If I die before I wake, hope the game will still get paid. I'm sorry for the drugs I take. I'm trying to wash away the pain. If I die before I wake, if I die before I wake, I'm sorry for the wait. I'm sorry for the wait.
I bought this yesterday after the show. You know what this is? This is my fucking thing. This is the thing that I'm fucking obsessed with and keep throwing my life away for, that I haven't done in 3 months. I've stayed away from for 3 months. This is some goofy ass fucking street fentanyl shit. This is the double stack, fucking. I just keep fucking throwing everything away for this goddamn little tiny thing, and this is only fucking one of it. And I'm about to just end everything for fucking one of them. And Swiggle, oh man. I've been having a breakdown all day, just literally holding it like the fucking ring from Lord of the Rings. Go away. Please stop coming back.
Man, this show is taking a decidedly darker turn in 2021, man. Hey, let's get back to 2 points, man. Tell us who the guest on your podcast is going to be.
Can't tell you that quite yet. You got to wait.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Hey, just know that I didn't just walk away like I wasn't listening. I circled back first chance I got.
Yeah, you did. I know.
And secondly, about that big mouth dude, about that dude on the internet, right? Mm-hmm. Man, here's something I've learned as I got older, man. I don't fight for pride if my feelings get hurt, right? Like, man, I beat up a lot of dudes. I beat up a lot of dudes in my life. And I really do want to beat up that dude. But the person that I try to live my life most like is Kane from Kung Fu, the TV series. What's up, Brody? Kane, the Kung Fu master, right? He'd wander through your town in some nice fitting pants, or some loose fitting pants, I guess. They look comfortable all the time. And he wouldn't have shoes on, and he would show up in your bar or your town or whatever, and he'd be humble, and people would taunt him. They might even throw a glass of water in his face or whatever, and they'd call him racial slurs and tell him his kind ain't welcome around here, and he needed to hit the road. And he'd always hit the road, man. He didn't really care. He'd be like, it's cool, right? Like, I'll just leave. And then right as he's about to leave, he always hears something like, now that that dude's gone, I could steal the farm. Or now that that dude's gone, we can rob the bank. Or now that that dude's gone, we can tie the lady to the train tracks, right? And then there's that moment, right? Then there's that the coward of the county moment, right? At the end of that song, then one of the Gatlin boys said, look, old Yeller's leaving. But you could hear a pin drop when Tommy turned and locked the door, right? So here's the thing I want to make, and I'm not going to tell people on the internet what my decision is. I'm going to tell them that if they want to know, they have to listen to today's podcast, and the decision is inside there. But it's going to have to be bigger stakes, right? It's going to have to become benevolent work. Just going and beating up a dude because he talks shit on the internet. That's not worth it for me to stoop to that kind of energy exchange.
No, and I hate that is the way that people go quickly to, right? He can't handle it on the internet, a few words or any conversations. Come on down and let me show you. The whole point of some of those martial arts is to learn control. And this dude just freaks out because he just, let's go. Come on.
That's what I thought too. I was like, man, it's kind of embarrassing because we don't have no self-discipline. But here's the thing. That dude will probably kick my ass. I mean, what, 50-50? Look, any grown man can beat up any grown man on any day. Everybody's got sleep buttons all over their face, man. The dudes from the Apple Dumpling Gang knock people out sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people can ride horses looking backwards. Like any overconfident man is a buffoon. Mm-hmm. So, but
he did say that you could use any style, right?
River Rock, that's my style. My style is River Rock.
Well, I got some. You could try the old drunken boxer. I think that you would be great at that one because that was an old
drunken monkey.
Stumbling,
drunken monkey.
Just stumble, and then ba. Right, you're there,
bro. That's my second favorite movie of all time.
Dude, you could also
Drunken Master.
Right, that's great style. I think
my favorite quote in the whole world comes from that movie. And he says, hey, the dude asked Jackie Chan, old Jackie Chan, right? He's whooping Jackie Chan's ass out in like this field out in this forest area. And he asked Jackie Chan's getting whooped. And he says, who taught you your kung fu? And Jackie Chan goes, my father. All defiantly, my father. And he goes, oh yeah? I wouldn't pay your father to wipe my ass. And then he just kicks the shit out of Jackie Chan. And I thought, damn, that is the coldest burn in the world. I wouldn't pay your father to wipe my ass. Yeah, I'll show you my drunken master. Yeah, dude, drunken monkey. I love that. That's Jar Jar Binks.
Dude, also another good one is Bobby Hill's self-defense. I don't know if you're a fan of King of the Hill.
King of the Hill?
Yeah, man. He took a self-defense class where he screamed, that's don't touch my purse, and then kicked him in the balls. You know, any style you want to use, that's what he said. So I'm just looking at all the options that are out there. Man, unagi, right? Bust out unagi on him.
Look, all that dude is gonna do is try the same dumb shit the cops do when they try to twist your wrist and then put you in the little elbow bar. Yep. I'm gonna punch that dude one time in his goddamn face, and he's gonna go to take a nap. He's gonna get out the business. Oh, we're talking about a grown man's hand and another grown man's hand. We ain't talking like, hey, buddy. We're talking like you'll just get knocked out, like you just took a line drive playing second base right in the face. Like, why would anybody just do that that's their life, right? Look, we make fun of Red Panda's life choices sometimes because she just decided she was going to learn to ride unicycles. Like, what a waste. Think how she could apply that in other things. She could be a firefighter or something. Like Red Panda, climb up the tree and rescue those kittens. She's like, nope, got to work on my unicycle bull flipping. But so that's your thing. What are you into in life? I like to just like roll around on mats with dudes while they put their balls right next to my face and they ass all over my head while they try to give me this giant Indian burn and squeeze their legs around my head and shit like that. Like, that's cool. I get it. I wrestled in high school. I like rolling around a little bit. I got no problem playing on some mats. That's fun. It's cool. It's great. Let's roll. Let's do some tumbling. But, bro, I ain't trying to MMA with you all day. Like, that's just my life. That's my thing. We just freaking balls and buttholes and dudes sweat and freaking don't forget, take a hot, soapy, sudsy shower because you're gonna spread staph infection and shit. And right in the middle of a gosh dang pandemic, this dude is just gonna be like, let's just cough and breathe on each other in the middle of a global. Come on down. Like, are you kidding, you infected bastard? What I really want to do is just schedule a fight out for a month, work on my cardio, and then figure that he's just going to die of the coronavirus in like 3 weeks because that's what Jesus would want. So look, my man Brody Kelly says that he might have the coronavirus, the new strain of the Florida Christmas coronavirus. You know, they got all kinds of new ones now. They got like designer artisan coronavirus strains.
Holding out for that Gucci corona.
Yeah, so just to wrap the point up and to be concise, I'm not gonna fight that dude unless I find out that the widow's house is up for auction and that dude's standing between her and the deed, or if unless that dude steals a stagecoach full of orphans or whatever, right? That was headed towards the orphanage, and it's like, damn, I gotta whoop that dude's ass. But the last thing I need is to give myself. Let me put this the most gentlemanly way I can. The last thing I need to do is give myself a massage, right? I don't need a bigger head. I don't need to tell people I'm gonna do something. I'm really out here trying to keep my heart weighing less than a feather, and I'm really out here trying to be like the dude from the Kung Fu TV show. You know, but I hit somebody with a 40 bottle. Oh, I'll build a time machine, go back to the days when 40s were still made of glass, hold on to that, come back with my glass 40 bottle.
Mm-hmm.
I know I ain't hitting nobody with a twisted tea ever. You hit somebody right in the face with a twisted tea, they're still just going to walk around and look at their hands. I would rather... Going forward, knowing what I know now about twisted teas, I would rather just put it on the ground in front of the guy and hope he did like a Tom and Jerry roll on it, like, whoa, where he steps on it and does a little roller skate thing.
That's a good way. That should be their new commercial now. It's just rolls of twisted tea going down. Whoa.
Okay, look, should we impeach the president one more time?
What good
before
is
he goes? Bro, he is straight up becoming the most evil bad guy ever. He just pardoned this gigantic cop lady who was a canine cop, and she used to let her dog eat innocent people. And the president decided he was just going to pardon her.
He's a big child. This is what he's been doing, man. I'm shocked by some of the stuff. His new phone call as well. We knew he was going to start pardoning people. Now his phone call there, everyone's all like, "Oh, we got him on tape." We've had him on tape for years.
That new phone call was bad, though. That phone call, man. You ever heard those tapes from Jonas? That Native American dude who's always trying to pawn his space heaters so he can get a bottle of whiskey and some pinners.
No.
Oh my gosh, I don't know if I think I'm too woke to watch it now. But there's you can go on YouTube and there's this dude who is always calling his drug dealer trying to get a front and telling him that he'll pay him back as soon as he pawns these space heaters. And I really wish I knew the truth behind those videos, man. They haunt me. I'm thinking that dude might be out there and I could track him down and kick it with him while he gets whiskey drunk and smokes pinners. Anyways, so that's what the president reminds me of, like a meth head or a crackhead or a cokehead that owes you money, but he's determined. Like first of all, he needs this fix so high that he's not even going to hide from you because you're the only place he can get it from, right? So he's got to go back. He's got to face the music. He's got to just be like, look, look, you gotta have some kind of confidence, right? Even though you're negotiating from an absolute place of no power anymore, right? It's like, look, guys, okay, look, if you give me some coke, I can go and fill out a lot of job applications, and then I can get the money back to pay you guys because my sister knows this guy who sells TVs, and they're broken TVs, but they're only $10 a piece. So the day labor place will pay me $12 an hour. So if I work there 6, 7, 8, 9, 6, 7, and then when they start counting on their fingers, that's when they're not really counting on their fingers anymore. They're trying to figure out their next pitch. They're like 6, 7, 8, 6. Shit, man. Well, so I'll get these TVs and then I can fix them. And then when I sell those TVs, I can pay you back. But man, I'm tired right now. I would otherwise just go home. And you're like, what are you talking about, you crackhead? But instead of crackhead, you insert the word president. What are you talking about, president? Wait, what the hell is that? He pardoned the meanest lady in the world. A giant, mean-looking, buff-ass lady that I don't know if she can dunk, but I swear she could touch the net, right? Mean-looking, looking like Gargamel's sister, just right, like just hating Smurfs, letting her dog bite innocent people that weren't even charged with crimes sometimes. And the president like sought her out, like who can I get to join the Legion of Doom? And they're like, there is one. She lives in the Arkham Asylum. And he's like, release her. She comes out like Solomon Grundy. Solomon Grundy want pants. Like, what is going on? And the president is just building this team full of super bad guys. Have they called you yet?
Not yet. Because that's the thing is you got to wonder, in your part of the bingo, who's next? Right? He's still got time. Who's next?
Bro, either you or I is about to get a phone call for press secretary if he would have got reelected. Okay, so you see in Los Angeles, they don't have rooms in the hospital beds for people that have a low chance of survival.
That's been their problem, right? Is the case count up there, like the bed count, just continued to drop and drop and drop until there was nothing. Imagine getting picked up by an ambulance and having them just drive around and just kind of working on you in the ambulance because they got nowhere to go, circling the block.
Is that what they're doing?
Well, I know that the ambulances are getting redirected all over the place because nobody's got room. And so they'll head to one spot. No, we don't got space. Send them over here. Head to another one. And there's certain cases where people are just getting worked on and sent back out.
So, okay, me being a visionary, I always try to look a little bit and a lot of bit and a medium bit into the future. Have you had that conversation yet with a loved one? Like if I call you, are you going to come help me bury my grandma?
I have not had that conversation yet.
Bro, I had that conversation the moment I came home. I was like, look, G, this is a global pandemic. If I call you, are you going to come help me bury somebody? Because if not, let me know and I won't fucking call you. Damn it, I made it 55 minutes before I said the F word. Hey, pretty soon that's going to be completely out of our show because I have a disciplined brain. Notice I don't say the word literally anymore. Since I literally had to stop saying literally. Yo, Brody, can you come on the show tomorrow, man? Just come on remotely and tell us what it's like to have the rich person's coronavirus. Ooh, look at the fancy, the Florida Christmas coronavirus. I know you're old school, Brody. I know you were dealing with infectious viruses long before they became trendy. So shout out to your immune system. Woo woo. Shit. Tell us what else you got going on, Josh. I guess we only got 4 minutes. We can just roll out of here without any large mistakes.
Yeah, that's all I got going on is Dying on the Inside. Check it out on YouTube. Follow me on Twitter at ShutUpStupid13. I'm on there every once in a while.
Yo, did you follow up on that stuff I told you last week?
Yeah, working on that. There's trying to get a little stockpile to drop on it. I saw what you did, so you know.
yeah. I'm trying to just build a recipe. So I think I covered everything. Could you imagine the president calling? Oh my gosh. I couldn't even be the goddamn mayor. Do you know how that makes me feel? You know how that makes me feel? This dude's the president. I can't even be the mayor. Ted got to be the mayor twice. Okay, so look, if you're down from that chubby, dumpy, stumpy dojo in Sandy, or you're one of the people that trains there, trains with them, or if you're one of those white supremacist sympathizers or nationalist extremists, then leave me alone. But if you want to download our episodes, we are available on iHeartRadio, TuneIn, SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes. What do we got? Man, Pandora is being dicks to me. Sorry, Pandora. Don't make me call you out on Twitter or something. Hey, you guys, super shout out to my man Jimbo, who really does a lot in this community, and his whole team, like Amy Crash and Tim 33 and a third, and everybody over at the movement. We're going to get him a second commercial real quick. Hey, yo, it's Jessie Sponberg. I'm rocking with the movement. You can too. Every Sunday night, 10 p.m. only on KBOO, KBOO 90.7. Damn, look what Brody says. All of the city MD locations booked out through tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Only free walk-in rapid test in Brooklyn. Man, you know, I was just in Brooklyn, Brody. I did an episode of Coffee and Bonghits from Manhattan, and then I went and hung out in Brooklyn. I didn't see Spider-Man though. Some bullshit. Okay, Josh. Man, it sucks I only get to talk to you on Tuesdays, really, but it makes my Tuesday special.
There we go. That's what I'm here for.
Hey, thank you, man. I really, really do appreciate you. I really appreciate all you listeners. I appreciate all the new people who have found us through one of the podcast apps. Go leave us a review if you enjoyed the show. Tell us your friends about us. That's how we're going to grow. Don't forget, there's more content on urbansurvivorman.com. I am Jessie Sponberg. That was Josh Larsen at ShutUpStupid13, because you know what we did to the other 12. If I don't say Audi 5000G, that means the monkeys with the herpes stole my phone, or maybe the Sandy wrestler dudes that are down with the cops. I don't know. Make sure you make your bed. 5000G. See you tomorrow.